which team should be the one that is pursuing him most aggressively?
I think out of those teams that we talk about there, I think I would look at really I think the Chiefs. I think they're the other team that really needs it. You know, they all need it, of course. We know that. But, like, the Chiefs are they're floundering on offense. I mean, in a lot of different ways. They've really kind of lost their identity. Mahomes is, even last week, I mean, again, I'm not telling anything new. It was Strugglesville. He didn't play good. He just played okay. That's all there was to it. And like I think I said to you earlier in the week, I think last week was the first time in the Mahomes era where I saw Andy Reid and the offensive coaches, Eric Bieniemy, they managed Mahomes. They didn't trust him. Like, they were like, hey, it's 3rd and 3. We'll just run the ball, and we'll kick the field goal. The hell with it. We're not sure. He might throw a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar hook shot down the middle right now, the way he's been playing. So they need him to jumpstart. And if they have visions of Super Bowl, like, I just don't think there's any way they're going to get there with the current way they're playing and the fact that you can just pin so much onto Kelsey and Hill, that's all they got. There's just nothing more there. So I look at them as a team that needs him the most, but it's a tough one there because they all have a certain need there. We know that he could certainly help that team out on the offensive side.
Lost
of the ball.
in what you said about the Chiefs is the fact that Josh Gordon has just
nothing
become
right.
What Patrick Mahomes was so excited about after they beat Washington. I talked to him and I specifically asked him about Josh Gordon, and he was giddy at the prospect of Josh Gordon joining the team. And I think that the mere fact that they're in this with OBJ tells you that Josh Gordon hasn't become the guy that they thought he was going to be, and no one's really become the guy they need to be across from Tyreek Hill. Not Mecole Hardman, not Byron Pringle.
Nope, right.
Who else? Demarcus Robinson? None of them. Is that who it is?
Yeah.
I've lost track of who the receivers are behind because there's nobody. There's nobody that you're thinking of.
Nope.
Hey, let's keep an eye on this guy. He's becoming someone. So they're becoming contenders for OBJ. And again, as of last night, and I always have to be careful. I can't out my sources.
Sure.
But I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't think that there was reason to believe Odell Beckham Jr. was not telling people that the Chiefs are the team that he's currently planning to sign with. Although we recognize it's not done until it's done, and you can change your mind. You can sleep on it. You can wake up today and you could say, well, you know what, I was thinking Chiefs, but went back and watched some 2019 Saints, and I see number 13, and I'm better than that number 13. And if he can do what he did in that offense, what can I do in that offense? So you just never know. And, Chris, here's the other reality.
Yeah.
The longer this takes, does it not invite someone who has not yet jumped into the pool to say, screw it, we're getting in this. We didn't think we'd have a chance at this guy. We thought he'd be gone by Tuesday at dinner time. He's still available. Let's go. If these other teams don't know how to finish the deal, Les Snead and Sean McVay will finish the deal. Or somebody else like that.
Yeah,
but don't you think that door's open a little bit the longer this takes? Somebody's going to swoop in and sweep him off his feet and make him the kind of offer and tell him the kinds of things that brings it all together and makes him say, yes, this is the team I want. I don't think the Rams could make that pitch with all the receivers they have, but it opens the door for somebody that's currently not on his list to resonate with him the way that apparently one of these other teams have yet to manage to resonate.
I would agree with that. I mean, yeah, the more time that goes on, teams who might have been on the fence about OBJ, you sit here, you start to digest things a little bit more. Maybe you talk to a few people who might know him or know the situation. Maybe it makes you feel better that way. Then you might hear, wait, one of the teams we're competing with, for a playoff spot or division is looking at him. Wait, maybe we need to look a little harder. Like, that's where I go, ding, 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 Buffalo Bills, hello, find OBJ's number and call OBJ. Like, Buffalo Bills, you need another weapon. You're right in this conversation. It can't just be Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs. You guys aren't going to go to the Super Bowl that way. I know the defense is good. It's just not going to happen. And then you got New England breathing down your neck in the division. And now they're looking to improve their football team. I don't know. That would be the team that, again, just every time I think of any of those scenarios like that, I go, why haven't we heard Buffalo involved in this? That's the one team that kind of comes to my mind more than any when you talk that scenario.
There's another way to look at this, too. It's not just another team deciding to come in and make him an offer that will immediately cause him to say, this is what I've been waiting for. Yes, I accept your proposal.
Right.
What if these contract offers just aren't nearly what some teams out there that may have been interested in him thought he would be paid?
Right.
And so they're saying, wait a minute, his minimum deal or close to it. Well, we weren't going to pay this guy 3, 4, or 5 for the rest of the year, but if we could get him for 1 or 2 for the balance of the season, and maybe just that, maybe the mere appearance of a team like the Bills, of a team. And I'm still confused why the Buccaneers aren't interested, because they clearly have a need. They signed Brashad Perriman to the practice squad yesterday. He had a strong 2019 with the Bucs and hasn't been great elsewhere since then. Antonio Brown's ankle must be messed up. It must be. Why would you add Brashad Perriman to the practice squad when you have all these other young receivers? But, Tom Brady just wants to win Super Bowl number 8. He doesn't care who the teammates are. And I know that sounds, I don't know, a little harsh, but I think it's true. He loves playing. He loves being around his guys. But wherever you would drop him, he would have that same reaction. Yeah, I got teammates. I'm part of a team. But hold on, I want to win a Super Bowl. And if the Saints may get him, and the Saints have already beaten the Buccaneers once, the Saints haven't lost to the Buccaneers in the regular season since Tom Brady arrived, and you get the sense maybe they're destined to meet again in the postseason. If Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be part of that game, round 3 again, wouldn't you rather be on your team and not on the Saints?
I mean, I hear you. I mean, the way they've approached things, the last few years, it's they've been aggressive, and just, built an all-star team there in Tampa. There is some logic there to it. You're right. I mean, they got a Super Bowl team. The game is driven through their pass game, even though they're pretty balanced on offense. We know they want to throw the ball at the end of the day. I mean, I don't think it's the craziest thought. I think what it comes down to, though, with he's got a reputation, OBJ. That's just the simple fact of the matter. And in a lot of people's eyes, his reputation is worse than an Antonio Brown. And not because, off the field stuff, but because Antonio Brown has such a great, reputation for work. He is a worker. That's one thing. Hey, might be a jerk. He's done this with the law, blah, 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 blah. But when he's on a football field, man, he works. The rest of the receivers follow him because they see how he works, and he brings up the whole group. OBJ doesn't necessarily have that reputation. And I think if you talk to 32 teams in the league, I think 20, maybe half would go, oh, he's horrible, he's a piece of crap, blah, 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 there's no way we'd ever deal with him. And then you got the other half of the league who, doesn't look at it that way. They're able to realize that there's a lot of other circumstances that have gone on, and, he's not a bad guy, and it's been in some weird situations. But I think that's what he's fighting against a little bit too here. And that's what I think is, maybe turn some teams off, Mike.
But consider the 3 coaches that, in my view, are the most likely to get him right now.
Right.
Andy Reid, Sean Payton, Bill Belichick. Doesn't that tell you everything you need to know?
I mean, it does, in my opinion. That's exactly right. That's kind of what I was just trying to say with Buffalo. Like, if New England and Belichick are, looking at him, they obviously don't think he's so dysfunctional and crazy that he's going to come up there and ruin their football team. So I'm with you there. I'm with you. Exactly right. And listen, I hear from people too, oh, he's, OBJ, we don't want to deal with him. He's a piece of crap. And I just, sometimes I want to go, well, man, I talked to 20 other people. They think you're a piece of crap. So I can't really listen to your opinion. It doesn't, your piece of crap can't call a piece of crap. I mean, that doesn't make sense either. So, but yes, I think that
Why are you talking to pieces of crap then?
I don't know. You know what I mean. Just not everybody views everybody the same in the NFL. You know what I'm saying. You just can't take everybody's word.
You eat pieces of crab for breakfast?
Ew, gross. But here, getting back to a serious matter.
You missed that altogether.
I did.
Happy Gilmore, by the way.
I know.
Currently on
I knew what it
Peacock.
was. Right. I knew what it was. Yes, you eat pieces of crap. Yes, I do. I know.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.